you so offended today, Alex?
She's always offended.
And you know what? Here's the thing. We supposed to be doing black sayings, and we're gonna get into it.
We
I
are.
had one right when you did that, and we'll get into it. I ain't gonna say that long, but can I say just this one because it reminded me of something you just did? A hit dog will holler.
I think that's on my list too.
Cause she said family, and you automatically got
Because what are you talking about?
Yeah, guilty. Anyway,
my husband said I was boring in bed. Let me get it out.
Okay. Like this is gonna be good.
Where did you find me?
Oh, now you just now asking that question. I've been asking this question for 2 months now. Hey, ladies, welcome to the lounge. Y'all all ready. All right, listen, it has been a long time. It's been a month, I think. And I missed y'all kind of. It's not like I don't talk to you all, but I missed y'all in here in the lounge. Even Amber played back one of the videos and like, we're silly, like we have fun.
Yeah, the kinda out though. I like that.
What?
I said I need you to take that kinda out because you
did. Okay, I missed y'all. Keep doing the work, Alex. Keep doing the work. What's been keeping y'all busy this past month?
Oof. I would say work, and schoolwork, and family.
Why are you so offended today, Alex?
She's always offended.
And you know what? Here's the thing. We supposed to be doing black sayings, and we're gonna get into it. I had one right when you did that, and we'll get into it. I ain't gonna say that long, but can I say just this one because it reminded me of something you just did? A hit dog will holler.
I think that's on my list too.
Cause she said family, and you automatically got
Because what are you talking about?
Yeah, guilty. Anyway, Alice, what's been keeping you busy this month?
Well, I can't even get it open to like clear the air off of that.
You just want to spray something.
Work and therapy and just that relationship stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm nosy. What relationship stuff?
It's not even a relationship, but like some guy. Be at working my damn nerves, but yeah.
See, you brought up something about ask a therapist today. And I'm gonna try not to be one today, but as soon as you said that, you start doing this. So I don't know what that's about. If that was comforting to you, because I don't, we don't have to talk about the dude.
My therapist brought that up our last session.
What she bring up?
Whenever I do talk about something, I play with my hair, and she'll be like, "There's more you want to say, but you're just not saying it."
Ooh.
You don't know my
way. Anywho, so work, therapy, and relationship stuff been keeping you busy.
Yeah. Okay. That's not a relationship, but yeah.
You said relationship
stuff. I know, but it's not. Anyway, what's been keeping you busy?
Work. But not too much, not too crazy. Actually, work's been okay. Work is work. Help being here with my mom as she recovers from her knee replacement surgery. So that's been a little challenging, but she's doing great. She's working really hard, not giving the physical therapist any trouble. And I think she's just ready to get back out in these streets.
Period. So she's working I'm ready hard for her to get back out in these streets too, because I need a boss call partner.
Yeah, y'all got that. Yeah, she's ready to get back out in the streets and getting ready for my book club meeting today. I hosted this morning, so Of course, I did the most. So, but we have fun. So that's what's been keeping me busy. I'm looking forward to next weekend where I can just get somewhere and sit down. I don't have anything planned other than finishing my fireplace. It looks good.
How's that going?
It looks good. You haven't seen it since I painted it.
Mm-mm. Since she was
No,
sweating.
I'll show you. I painted it since a little bit, so I'll show you after an after party. But
Okay.
okay,
All right, ladies. I got a couple Ask the Fams.
Lord. So this is our little primer because we got a lot to talk about. So this is
We
gonna be our
do.
primer. Okay, go for it. Ask the fam. Go slow because I check out.
Okay. First one. I lost my job and I'm staying at a friend's house while I find another place to stay. I've been dealing with my friend's husband for a few months and he made promises to leave her. But now that I'm in their house, he's acting funny. Case in point, I was washing my panties in the kitchen sink and
Okay,
he
stop,
hit.
stop, 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 stop. Because I had already checked out. Wait. Okay, so this person don't have a job.
She lost her job and now she's staying at her friend's house. But
Friends
he's
and
been messing with her friend's husband for a few months and he made promises to leave her. But now that she's in their house, he's acting different. So her first case in point is she was washing her panties in the kitchen sink.
where do you find this stuff?
He hit the roof. Him. Bitch, why you washing your nasty drawers over my coffee cup? Me. You've had your face all on my cooch. Why you acting brand new? He told me if I ever mentioned that again while his wife was there, he'd kick me out. But I was speaking my truth. Here I am in his house, and he's still trying to make me feel like I'm number two. When she's at work, he tells me I'm his number one, and I believe him. I'm tired of hiding our love. What to do?
See, this is why people be on Snapped. Because my ass as his wife would have fucking snapped.
And this is why you have production meetings before podcasts because what in the hell is this?
I told you, I'm not telling y'all what the Ask the Fams are. I'm just gonna ask.
What's the okay?
Oh,
What does she want to know again? What does she need to
Okay,
know from the
to
fam?
recap, she lost her job. She's staying at a friend's house. She's been
Yeah.
messing with her friend's man. All of a sudden, he's acting funny. She started washing her panties in the kitchen sink. He loses his mind and was like, "Why are you doing that in the kitchen sink?" She's like, "Why are you acting like you wasn't eating me out just now?" He said if she mentions that again, he's gonna kick her out. And she's confused because he's treating her like the side chick, but while the wife is at work, he's treating her like the main chick. So now she just doesn't know what to do because she still thinks she's his number one because that's what he tells her.
Amber, you want to go first?
this is why people are on Snapped.
Why? Who's on Snap? Who is the person
His
that's
The
wife,
acting?
wife.
his wife is gonna end up on Snapped. It's stupid to me. One, you in somebody else's house, upset. Yeah, you still gonna be the side chick no matter what. I don't. It's so much to unpack in this one. I,
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and unpack it. I'm gonna start from number one. Step number one. Speaking of old sayings, didn't y'all mama tell y'all not to have no woman say them in your house with your man? Okay, all right. So there's already a weird type of
Bye.
Dynamic.
situation going on with the husband and the wife. For her to even say, "Yeah, you can have your friend stay here," right? She's friend to the wife.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see what I'm saying? You don't know your friend at hoe.
And
We know who our
furthermore,
friends
you
are.
haven't been like, I feel like there would have been signs that she's sleeping with my man or my man's sleeping with somebody, and you just gonna
I was getting
willingly
there.
invite her.
I was getting there. I was getting there. I was just going with just the one top, just the one off top. Why are you inviting another woman into your home? Right?
In general.
In general. I'm not saying it can't happen that all women are just deceptive. Clearly this ways that this wouldn't happen, but this is why you don't let stuff like this happen. You don't bring someone in your home. That's number one. Dummy. Right? Uh Two, Alex, to your point, you don't know something going on.
Because I'm sure one of them gave away signs.
Right.
Oh
Which also
yeah.
so which leads me to believe either sis is slow, the wife, or she got something else going on.
I was gonna say she got her own little situation.
So their situation ain't even nothing to her.
No, it does, but it's not bothering her as much because she up under
That's what I
something
mean.
else.
Like, it's not really that nothing because I'm still getting dick on the side, basically.
Right, for right now. That's you know, making her feel a little bit better about but about her husband in general, because it's not the first time. This is not his first time cheating. If he's that bold to do it with someone that just
Her
moved
friend
in, her
group.
friend, this ain't your first time, buddy. Right? You do this a lot. So sis is already stepping out, right? And then the friend that's homeless and jobless needs to get a job and get out. There is no help here other than get a job and get out.
Mm-hmm.
And stop screwing other people's men.
Because what you thought was going to happen in the house, her house,
Yeah.
Ooh, old saying,
I
every
think
dog
every
has
time you
his
bring
day.
in one of these, the answer is going to be take the L, sis.
Okay. Our next one.
Oh boy.
In April 2022, 4 weeks before my wedding day, my future mother in law sent a text. Farah, Malcolm moved away. I respect how much you love my son, but please forgive him and give him space. My family counseled me that I must respect his choice to leave. I was not okay. I lost so much money on the canceled wedding. I struggled to survive our breakup, but Malcolm walked away so easily. He was dating again and living his best life on social media. In 2023, he got engaged, and I was furious and devastated. Last month, his ex fiancee, Rosanna, reached out to me on Facebook. Malcolm dumped her too. I was in shock. Apparently, this is a game that Malcolm and his mother play. Love bomb a woman, propose, then leave weeks before the wedding. Is there anything we can do to stop them? We suffered major emotional damage and lost about 14,000 in canceled wedding expenses. So recap, 4 weeks before her wedding, her future mother-in-law sent her a text saying, he moved, he can't do it. She struggled, she grieved, she lost so much on deposits. And then the following year, she's seeing all over Facebook that he got engaged. But then his ex fiance reached out to him saying that he dumped her. He did the same thing to her as he did to her. And now they found out that this is a game that him and his mother play and then just play women and then leave them. So what should
I'm
she
put,
do?
I'm putting billboards all over the city. I'm
Buy them.
I'm
How
putting
much?
commercial ads up on TV.
I'm going to
I'm
be straight.
suing.
Sharon, you sitting
I'm going to
back
be
like you
straight.
about to flop.
Exactly. I'm going to be straight litigious here. This is easy. I don't know what the charge would be, or
Oh, oh, you
or
going legal.
oh yeah,
Okay,
if you can find a
okay. Hey, I
if
hear
you can
that.
find a pattern
Mm-hmm.
of this behavior for her, another chick, and they said there's evidence that there may be more, that this is
Right.
what he does. It can at least be I'm not a lawyer, I don't know much, but this can at least be a civil type trial to recoup money back.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can't this can't be any, I don't think it can be anything legal, because I don't think legally he did anything wrong
No, he's just a dick.
legally, but when
It's
it
not
comes to
legal.
money,
It's illegal to be a dick.
right. But right, when you talk about money, there was some, looks like there's a pattern and some type of, you can even maybe prove deception, right? And to recoup some of those funds, if not all. I doubt if you can do all, but maybe recoup at least half of 14 grand, or what, however it's been spent
I
over
feel
time through these engagements.
I feel like if anything, like we said, we're not lawyers, but if they would really take this to case, I feel like the judge would be like, okay, he just wanted to move on, let it go.
Mhm.
But I feel like the fact that his mother is the one sending out text saying X, Y, and Z, that could kind of be like a cushion for the girls, especially if she's saying too much.
No, this I would totally take this on if I was a lawyer. Like I said, you can. There's a pattern here. Legally, he didn't do
And that's what I'm
anything
saying.
wrong.
His mom is saying too much.
Right.
That would
Well,
be
you can use all that. You can, from each one of these women, you can get that this is what happened. Let up to it. It was a timeline. We did this, this, and this. Then mom did this, and then this happened. Then he did. You can follow the pattern. I'm just trying to recoup funds because at this point, you can't really make him hurt legally because there's
Right.
no legal. I don't know if there's a legal precedent on trying to sue him for anything he did wrong, other than you just keep stepping out after I spent all this money.
I'm
right.
putting him on Facebook, on the little groups, dating groups.
But here's the thing: that's not going to stop him. That's not going to stop another woman from
No,
From getting
getting
with
caught up
them.
the
in his
list.
web because we do it all the time.
Oh, he's changed. He's this. He's that. No.
You always think you're the different one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. I mean, go. You can posterize and put them up there. I don't care, but
Posting.
Hey,
I'm gonna save my energy for getting me a good
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 lawyer.
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 Hmm.
All right, next one. I told you I had. We haven't done this in a while, okay? Okay. My husband said I was boring in bed. That's why. Let me get it
I
out.
feel like
Okay.
this is gonna be good. Go ahead.
Okay. My husband said I was boring in bed. That's why he spent money in the strip club. He met me in the strip club. I brought it down. Let me get it out. Okay. Husband said I was born in bed. That's why he spent money in the strip club. He met me in the strip club. I brought a dancer home, put my mouth on her in front of him, just to add a little spice to our marriage. He couldn't perform with the two of us in bed. He just wanted her. A few days later, I broke out with fever blisters on my face and pink eye. Husband pulled away from me. He said I was punished for being disrespectful to our marital bed with a stripper, and now he's back in the strip club. I don't want to lose my husband to another woman. I stole him away from his first wife. I earned his love and my wife's status, but I feel that now he's slipping away. What do I do?
Where do you find me?
Oh, now you just now asking that question. I've been asking this question for 2 months now.
Six brown chicks.
I used to follow them on Facebook.
Six brown. Okay. So husband thinks he's born.
You really don't need to recap
I'm
this.
gonna recap it.
I
So
think you
I
like
do.
fucking with
So
me.
he
Go
spent a
ahead.
little money in the strip club, and but they met in a strip club. She wanted to add a little razzle dazzle to their marriage. Brought home a
Ooh,
stripper.
not razzle dazzle.
Yeah, gave her some head. And then he was like, I don't want you in the bed with us. I just want her. She wake up, herpes everywhere, pink eye, and
You
now
said a fever blister.
herpes. So now he's pulling away from her and says she's being punished because she disrespected their marital bed. But now he back in the strip club. She took him from his old girl, and now she feel like she earned his love and her wife status. But she feel like he's slipping away because he's still back in the strip club. So what does she do now?
So
Cousins, you go with this one.
that's another saying that I didn't write down. But what is it? You lose them how you met them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So in this
You
case,
met him in the strip club. What you think he was about to do?
right. So in this case, he met her in the strip club, but she also met him in the strip club, and so
That should have been red flag number one on both of them.
right. So I'm definitely thinking like I'm just gonna bring this all the way to the end. There's no need to unpack this. We all
Mm.
heard the stupidity in all of this. Just from I was excited for this one at first because I thought we were really going to be dealing with trying to help someone, get their zhuzh back in the bedroom. but in pure Alex fashion, you went left, and we never got back to center. So I'm just going to go straight to the end. I'm going straight to the end, and I am saying, sis, what? Take the L. He ain't your husband. He ain't never been your husband. And the fact that you all hyped about you took him from another woman,
Yeah.
And she earned his
that is
like
not
Uh-huh.
when that has never been a flex.
so
But it is now, for some reason.
basically you saying she should take
You
her
think
her
so?
piece and her pink eye.
First of all, I don't think herpes hit that quick.
Mm.
I don't
I don't know.
I
I
would
don't think it hit
know.
that quick.
Ooh,
I I'm gonna take it right to the end. There's no need to unpack this. There's nothing to unpack. We all heard it. Take the
karma is a
L.
bitch.
Karma's a bitch. Yeah.
Karma is a bitch.
So what goes around comes around, and you got herpes.
And pink eye.
I don't think it was herpes, so let me just stop saying that.
Yes,
Anyway,
can't forget the pink eye now.
Thank God. Mm.
So after our Ask the Fam, we've been putting in little sayings. So what's everybody's
so
favorite?
so this is how we're gonna celebrate Black History Month.
No, no.
Because
I was
no,
just doing
I
a
like
little
it.
segue. I was just doing a
Well, no,
little segue.
here's the thing. I like it because I want to acknowledge the knowledge and the wisdom that was imparted on us by the people before us.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only did we need it then, we kind of still use it now.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these sayings, I think I brought up two of them in just this recording.
Mm-hmm.
Hit dog will holler, and what? you get them how you met them. You lose them how you met them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, old black sayings.
I got a couple.
Good.
The one I told y'all before. A bee ain't wasting his time explaining to a fly why honey tastes better than shit.
I feel like it loses
Like
its
that.
effectiveness when it's so long. What does that even mean? Say it again.
A bee ain't gonna waste his time explaining to a fly why honey tastes better than shit.
Amber, you look
I've
so
never heard of
confused.
that one,
Me
but
neither.
I
You
kind of
look
like it.
confused.
I like it. I ain't gonna waste my time explaining to you what's good and what's not if you gonna be over there doing the bad stuff.
You're gonna do what you want to
Shitty
do
people.
anyway.
Right.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it. It's just so long.
Okay, we'll go back to back. What's your guys's? What's one of
Yeah,
yours?
Amber.
You'll catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Okay.
Okay.
Still get that one today from Aggie Girl.
I like that one though, because and I think we say it in a few different ways. We don't like say it that way. We try to change up a little bit, knowing we need to get something from somebody, and so we have to
Mm-hmm.
change it, even if we have to call it a code switch,
Yep.
because that's not always for the people of the other race. Sometimes we got to use it in other situations to get what we need.
Exactly.
So you catch more bees with honey.
Then you do with vinegar.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay,
What's
I
yours?
like. I got a few, and this one,
Well, we're going back to back, so yeah.
again,
Give me one of
this
it.
one, this one hits home for me only because uh, I was told to use it when I got teased about my darker skin when I was little,
Mm-hmm.
but when I got older, I was like, should I have been saying that? Because it's a bit out there when you think about it.
Ooh, I
Uh,
think I know which one you're saying.
the blacker the berry, the sweeter the
The sweeter
juice.
the juice.
So why would a grown woman tell their fucking 8-year old to go to school and say the next time that motherfucker say something about your skin, You tell them this.
Basically, because when they get older, they gonna find out.
And first of all, what she trying to say was they were stale.
But I was 8, and my mom talking about my juice was being sweet. Kind of problematic. I don't know,
It
but
don't have to be. I think at our age then, it didn't have to be that type of juice. It could be juice, the kind of like the sweet, just like being a sweet
yeah,
person.
just me. Yeah, yeah. I that's what I was hoping it was for. But when I got older, I was like, wait a minute, But yeah, that was one. That was my first one. Go ahead.
Okay. A wet pussy and a dry pocketbook don't make sense.
What? Oh, I love that. Wait,
I
because we
did
should.
too.
Oh, oh, I
A
don't even
wet
know if I want to
pussy and a
say that
dry pocketbook don't make sense. Cause
because
sis,
there's
what are
no
you doing?
reason. Basically, you're saying there's no reason to be broke. Have y'all ever heard anybody say that?
No, but it kind of goes in
I
with the
heard
other one that I was about to say.
I heard one
And
person say that in my life, and that was when I got that from. And I was like, "Ooh, hold on, hold on." I had to
What? What?
call
What
it.
you?
I had to
What you
wait.
got, Amber?
it ain't nothing open after 2 a.m. but legs.
Nah, but you missing a part on that one.
It's different ways.
Yeah,
There's different ways to say it.
I like that. But the end part is always the same. It's something in legs, but the club and legs or something.
Yeah, I always heard the club and legs.
Yeah. Why I got to be legs? Whatever.
Okay, cousins, what's yours?
Are we back already? Okay. I like this one, but I never really knew what it was because no one. Um, you gonna find out. Fat meat is greasy. You never heard that one?
I
Or
have
Mm-mm.
not.
you must not think fat meat is greasy. Basically saying like, I'm trying to put you on, but you don't believe me. So you got to find out the hard way.
Okay, okay.
So
Okay.
fat meat is greasy. I'm telling you it is. So you must not believe it because you just want to find out the hard way. So go ahead and go over there and do what you got to do. You never heard of that one?
Nope.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna use it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If they ain't helping you wash your drawers, still they don't need to know your dirty laundry.
Mm.
Mm.
Uh, every shut eye ain't sleep.
I saw that earlier. What's that mean?
I guess it means like you may think people sleeping, but they actually kind of watching.
Okay. Okay.
They're really paying attention. So you just shut
Mm.
up.
Right. Period.
Right. Oh, I like this one. Or it could mean don't assume that the people that your audience or whoever it is are stupid. They might be
It has
taking
so
all
many
that
things to it. Like I
in.
like it because a lot of times people think people sleeping and you get your
Yeah.
ass bit.
Mm-hmm. And so they can regurgitate everything, ready to sell you out. So, I got two more.
Yes,
These two I never heard.
I got three.
Um, I don't
Uh,
know what this one means,
Go
but I'm gonna
to.
take a stab at it because I feel like I can use my blues clues. I'm 2 days older than water.
Mm.
What that means? That
I
means I'm,
never heard of that one.
that means I'm old. Am I old, or I'm smart? I don't know.
I don't want to say you oh
I'm
nigga.
gonna
I
look
don't
that
know
up
what
right
that
now.
means.
Let me see. I don't. I
Mm.
saw it today.
Water
I thought
been
it was
going
fun.
since the beginning of the time.
Right, and most of the earth is made of water.
Maybe you just wise.
I was thinking of that one too.
Yeah, I'm wise beyond my years. That's how I would take it.
Ooh, wise beyond my years. Okay. Uh, I don't know what that means.
Hmm.
What you got?
Um, Never trust a nigga that kiss with his eyes open, sleep in his jewelry, or got two first names. And then
You
it
know
also
what?
wait, and then it follows: never trust a white man with a mustache or a nigga without one. Mm.
I never heard those before.
I don't know, but I think I might like it.
I mean, because it kind of got some truth to what it's saying.
That sound like me and them light skins with the waves. I don't trust none of them. And especially if your hair, if you brush it forward and it got waves, and you can brush it back and it got
It got
waves,
waves.
that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft.
I got two more, and that's it.
I got pain is beauty, beauty is pain.
Mm-hmm.
I used to say that when I used to try to wear heels.
I say that to my students all the time.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to
Period.
look cute. Yeah. I my last one, I like this. I think this was funny. You jumped off the porch. You jumped off the porch late.
I saw one that was about a porch. It was like, make sure your porch is clean before you try to clean mine. And I liked
Ooh.
that one.
Yo, wait, you jumped off the porch late, had me hollering because
You
that
look.
means you
I would say
slow.
you coming from my intelligence.
That meant whatever was going on in that conversation went right smooth over
Right.
your
All
head.
right. My last two. It needs to be quiet enough I can hear a rat piss on cotton.
Mm.
I like that one. I'm gonna yell that at my kids. And then a dick ain't nothing but meat and bone. Fuck it, suck it, and come back home.
Yeah, I like it.
I do
I
too.
I'm struggling. what where these old people come from?
These are all from the South.
Uh, what's the one song? I can't even think of the name of it. It's a old. It's like 1920s, 1930s. Older people was just built different then
They was
because
saying shit.
they was saying shit that was just kind of out of pocket.
I got I, here's one, and I'm gonna let this go for the night. Uh my mother used to always say this one to me as she was getting ready to leave, and I asked her where she going. She said, I'm about to go see a man about a horse or a man about a dog. Now I'm struggling because I usually thought I thought there was really a dog or a horse.
The
What
one
is
I
the
would always hear is if they can't use your comb, don't bring them home.
Mm.
okay? What does that horse or that dog really signify? What's happening? Where
The
was my mother
dick.
really going? Was it the dick?
The dick.
Was it?
Break it to you. So,
Is it really? Was
yeah,
it? Was she really telling me she about to go fuck?
yeah.
Why would she tell an 8 year old that?
Because basically, mind your business. Like, stop asking me that question.
Now she's
She's not
telling me
gonna
my.
come out and say, "Oh yes, you're right. I'm about to go fuck." No, I'm about to go see an old man about a horse.
So not only did she tell me my juices were sweet, now she telling me what she about to do. We were so stupid in the 70s and the 80s. Oh my God, they used to can tell us anything. I really
If
thought there was
you
a dog or a horse.
if you ever have a chance, go on YouTube and listen to Lucille Bogan. She has a couple of songs. She's from the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What
So
was she?
speak.
What she talking about? What am I listening to?
Oh, we think we've
Ooh.
invented ratchet. One of
Oh,
her
she won.
songs is I believe it's called "Suck My Pussy."
In the 1930s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was pussy a word?
Okay,
Yes, it was.
Lucille. She
Where'd you
putting it
find
on.
this hat, cousins? I feel like you've been holding back on Lucille.
No, no. I watched a documentary about her, and I was just like,
Right?
What's the
I was
documentary
like,
on?
on what?
Tell.
I can't remember.
If it's on Netflix, I'll put it on right
That
now.
sounds like some shit
It's
on
not.
Prime. That sounds like some shit on Prime.
Yeah, I
What's
can't
her
remember
name?
what I watched it on, but it
What's
had me
her name?
like. She's like
What's her name?
the. She's the older version of Millie.
Jackson.
What? Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going with that when you brought her up and about somebody from pussy. I said, "Oh, she okay." Now I remember listening to. No, I didn't play those. I remember some of the seniors uh,
playing those.
playing those, and I'm like, oh, right. It was a lot of fuck going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What's
we
her
can
name
sit up
again?
here. What?
Huh?
What's her name again?
Lucille Bogan. Bogan. 1935. One of her songs is "Shave 'Em Dry."
Oh my god! And like this is
Shave
stuff
them
that like
dry.
this is stuff our grandparents were listening to,
Yes,
Right,
but
right.
yet they want to talk about us.
But have they though? I think we're jealous of our own. We're not jealous. I'm sorry. We are judgmental of our own culture.
we are.
That we everything's like, we just do too much instead of letting people mind their own business and listen to what they want to
This
listen
is
to and how
her.
they want to listen to it. What?
Her picture does not justify her song. But anyway,
I guess. Listen,
so based off the sayings that we said, what are some like superstitions that have gone passed down
Ooh,
for Black History?
I don't. Only ones I
Not
can
ooh.
think of was
necessarily superstitions, just things
Traditions.
that people usually do in Black households that just got passed down to you.
well, I know my mom will probably nose dive to the floor before a purse will hit it. She, she think like if that purse hit the floor, the money is out the door. That's the saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the purse is on the floor, the money leaves out the door.
And you know what? I have to laugh because I cringe when I see people put their purse on the floor.
I do too.
Yeah,
And I like pick it up and I'm like, pick your purse up. And they're like
right.
looking at me like, what? Pick your
Yeah.
purse up.
Oh, when I was married, my I didn't know this one um until I think I made a mistake and I did it or I almost did it. Swept over
Ooh.
his foot with the broom.
Oh
I think I
yeah.
came close to doing it. He about lost his mind. Is that a thing? I think it's a thing.
And it's a thing not to sweep over women's feet because then they get pregnant.
Walk under a ladder.
That's not necessarily like
That's
black
not black.
though.
That's just
One
superstition.
thing our mom has always like the first thing she told me when I became older: never wash your laundry with men's laundry. She was
That
adamant about that,
Tell me
and
more.
because she basically you don't know what that Negro's out there doing, so don't wash your laundry with his.
So is that more like an energy thing or just
no,
it's
because
Really?
she said it was passed down to her.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like,
from
okay.
who?
Big Bev
Mm-hmm.
used to tell all of them like, this is
Don't
you don't
wash.
do this and this.
Yeah.
Big
So,
bad, big bad, big bad.
hmm
Hmm.
That sounds
so
like
for
some
the
shit. That
longest,
sounds like some shit she'll say.
so like
Love her.
when it came to me washing clothes, my dad's stuff would be the last thing that I would wash because I would wash everything else. But
I never washed my ex husband's stuff. He wanted to wash his own clothes because he was very particular. So the only thing I would wash of his was like his underwear. I pull him out of his basket. If he was running low, I'll do that. But I did not wash it with mine. I think that not because of that superstition, because I just didn't want to separate stuff.
yeah,
Um,
and then another one, she always told me make sure all my hangers are facing one way. Particularly like the hook. going over the rail instead of coming towards you.
First, what psychopath would have the hook going the other way anyway?
I don't know. But she said just make sure all your hooks are facing
Why
the same
would you do
way.
this to get? Okay, all
A
right.
lot of
I'm with,
I know, a lot of people apparently do.
no, they don't. Who does that? Have you ever met anybody that does that?
I've seen it.
I've seen little kids do it.
No, because I've seen it when I'm watching like those little like house thingy shows.
Oh
People do
yeah.
that.
I didn't know there were people that existed that did
Yeah,
that.
everything.
Okay.
That's why my closet's so full because I put everything on hangers. And she
I'm
told me
trying
to
to figure
do
so
that
why though? But I don't know.
in
We
case you
just
need to leave quick, fast, in a hurry. You can just.
oh
Mm.
She told
oh
me that
okay.
at like 13. I was like, I really don't need to know this right now, but all right.
I feel deprived. I don't. My mother never. And the things my mother told me wasn't necessarily superstition or things like that. She would tell me like stuff like how to keep money separate, or
Mm-hmm.
and she would always say, make sure you can pretty much make sure you can support yourself because you want to always be able to be in a position to leave if you need
Yeah.
Yep.
to. Not just giving up on the marriage or whatever, but just like some women don't leave abusive type situations because financially they just can't. So my mother told me always be ready to leave financially,
Uh,
always be ready to go. Have
another
yourself together where you can just pull up and be okay.
another thing she told me is never buy a man's shoes.
I did.
I was told
So
the opposite because they'll walk out of your life.
Yeah, never buy a man's shoes. They'll walk out your life.
My mother said something
But
not
then
to that
she like
to that
threw me off
effect.
because the same like it was like the same the guy again. She's telling me all this when I'm like 10, 9, and then she's telling me this, but in the same breath goes to buy my dad some sneakers. Ma'am, you
Well, I
just
think
told me not to do it.
my mom. This was my 10-year class reunion. I go back to Warren and I bring my then husband back with me, and we get ready to go out to the little banquet. And he's got his suit on and he was looking dope, right? My mother said, "Where that nigga get that suit from?" Right? I picked it out and bought it for him. And she said, "Let me tell you something."
Ooh,
mm.
She said, she said, "Don't be dressing no nigga like that." She said, "Let that nigga stay country."
Cause then other people won't want them.
mm-hmm.
She said, let that nigga say country. She said it just like that. My mom
She
used to
said, "You
laugh.
do too much. You doing way too much in your marriage, but you're doing way too much."
She literally said, she probably will forget that she said it. She said, she was like, let me
Excuse
tell you
me.
something. She said, let that nigga say country. That's what she said.
Mm.
He really did look nice. He was feeling himself too. He was
And
feeling
that's why you should
himself.
let him stay country. That right there.
But it was,
Feeling himself.
He dressed real nice for. He said, "I'm gonna go ahead and edit that up." He stayed nice for the most part, but I think he was really, really full of himself when he was in that suit. He looked nice. So, but my mom was like, "Oh hell no, wrong answer." But nah, no more superstitions. Most of the superstitions came from like New Year's, and we talked about that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having something green and stuff like that. So I don't know. So,
I,
speaking of men
mm-hmm.
keeping them, not having them, whatever. Monique and her man, her daddy.
It,
How do you guys feel about her calling him that? Him calling her mama?
it's weird to me, but hey, I know a lot of people that do that in relationships. Whatever floats your boat, go with it. I'm not.
I think if I did do it, I don't know if I'd do it out loud. It would
Oh,
definitely be between us, right?
I know
Yeah,
a
like
lot of
I'm
people
not
that.
gonna like say we all together. I'm not about to walk in the room and be like, "Oh my god, daddy, you want something to eat?" No.
I think it's
No.
giving. I think it gives exactly what she wants it to give. I think
Mhm.
she likes. Okay, let's back up. Let's
Yes.
back all the way
Yes.
up. So Monique, incredible actress. I,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm a big fan of her comedy because I don't really remember a lot of her comedy specials. I don't
She's
remember.
a really good
I say
comedian.
I'm a fan of
I
I've
her.
believe that.
seen a couple of them,
Yeah, I do
and
remember seeing her back in the day. It was funny. I can't, but I haven't followed, so I can't. I don't know,
She used
but
to come here a lot for improv, and
mhm.
my mom and dad would go see her, and they would love it. And then she just obviously she stopped coming because she's got
Yeah,
blackballed. But yeah, they enjoyed her.
yeah. I think she was a phenomenal actress.
Hmm.
hmm
I didn't watch The Parkers a lot, but when I did, it was pretty funny. And then just her transition into Hollywood,
mainstream.
making movies
Hmm.
and Precious, and a few other things. I think she's
Almost
great.
Christmas, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she's great. So
Talking about
um
Club Shay Shay interview now.
yeah, the Precious thing happened, and
Mhm.
then we kind of lost her for a bit because I didn't have an understanding what all that was. But in so her interview with Club Shay Shay, she brought all of that out, and so here we are because Club Shay Shay is bringing all the niggas out
You know, they
with
said
with all they stuff.
whatever he giving them liquor wise, they calling it the true serum because they're like every person that sits on that couch just starts spilling their guts away, and he just sitting there all composed and just like, "Mhm,
I don't know because here's the thing because here's the thing. I, Not a lot of his interviews got as much traction as Cat Williams one did.
right."
I mean, Shay Shay was
Right,
already put on. He already had,
Chad
tens of
Johnson.
thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers already. It was pretty popular.
This Cat Williams and the Monique one kind of just like,
Put him on map.
yeah, pushed him a little bit more.
Yeah. And so I don't know if anybody was telling the truth until Cat came on because the interview prior to that, well, yeah, if you could say the liquor was the true serum because Kirk Franklin didn't drink any at all. He drank water.
Mm.
And I liked his interview. It was very good.
I have to watch that one because I heard it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. And then we had Cat Williams was the very next one. And
Yeah,
in between, he did an interview with Usher and got no traction. I'm not saying to get any traction, but we kind of forgot
he had
about that.
an interview with like Usher, 21 Savage, and it was just like, I mean, it was like average views for what I feel like it would be for Club Shay Shay, but like Kat and Monique just kind of like went up.
Right.
I
So,
think the reason why it went up though is because there's been a lot of, I don't know, I want to say speculation, but
and it's
people
been a
know
lot of
that things
drama and
going on.
animosity
Yeah.
around those two
And so
people.
they know that Kat and Monique are the type of people who are going to share their truth,
Mm-hmm.
tell their truth, but also tell it in a kind of like a comical way, but kind of make you like, oh shit.
It's very
And it
entertaining.
made you kind of like, oh shit, a lot of times. But not only that, Cat Williams and Monique dropped some gems that now are going to probably be in history books as quotes.
Hmm.
Oh, 100%. So I liked Monique's interview a lot. I think she's very well spoken and
hmm
how she approaches things. A lot of people would say she's extra as hell, but at the
I
same
think she's very
So
intentional.
let's break up the video. Let's start off with how she felt about Lee Daniels first.
well, I'm glad that was a relationship that they kind of reconciled. Like
Hmm.
he said what he said, he owned up with whatever it was, and then but at the same time, I don't know, he knew that she knew, right?
Hmm.
That he's a
He
bit
was wrong.
powerless. He was powerless
hmm
in certain situations, right? Yes, I'm this producer. Yes, I'm this director. I think those are his two main titles. But at the end of the day, I'm not the one with the pocketbook.
Right.
Right.
I'm not
And
the
I
one
got these
writing the
people
checks,
over me that got it. So I got to kind of like follow
I'm
in
going
there.
to do what they asked me to
right?
do.
So
And
I'm gonna
he
either
realized
get
he was wrong and he reconciled his doings.
so I'm gonna either get my shit off or not. And the best way to get it off and out there is to, you gotta, I guess the word I want to use is
Play
comply.
the game.
play the
Yep.
game, right? And so he said it. He said what he was responsible for and apologized. Um, I ain't got nothing with Lee Daniels. I'm
So
glad she cleared all of that up because I really thought he was a huge part of it and remained a huge part of it.
same.
Hmm.
So now Tyler Perry. I'll group Tyler and Oprah as one.
I don't want to group them as one
Okay, we'll start off with Tyler Perry. We'll start-
because I don't see them functioning
as
the
the
same.
same.
yeah.
No, I see Oprah Winfrey as a billionaire black woman who does know how to play the game. She figured it out quick, fast, in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
She, she unapologetic about it. I'm not, absolving her of any responsibility that she had with this Monique thing, right? But at the end of the day, this is how she's a billionaire. So I'm not saying what she did was right or wrong, but what did you expect?
I think probably what she expect is, we always talk about as a as a black tribe or whatnot, there should be some unity. There should be some kind of like that. If I make it, I'm gonna pull the next person up to make it. Blah blah blah. Next person, next person, next person.
And
Because
Oprah's
that's something
always
that
like
we talk
writing
about
herself
in our
down.
history, in our culture, is making sure that the next person is kind of um bringing out the next person. And from where I looked at it, is that she felt like she would have been more supportive, and she wasn't.
The
Yeah.
expectation was there, but
Right.
based off of what?
I feel like Oprah always is talking about the black community this, black community that, and how we need to come together.
When?
She said it several times on like her little O shows when she's doing her what was the then and now stuff, and when she had her little like private little segments on her show, she would talk about that. So I feel like in Monique, and I'm just speculating, but I feel like in Monique's situation, like Amber said, she kind of was expecting more out of Oprah than what she got. So she was hurt by that. And then to turn around and invite your family after we've already had this conversation, not to invite my family, was just another dagger in an open wound.
All right, so here's my take on Oprah,
Mm-hmm.
right? People don't go to Oprah and say, put me on for this cause. Like, I want you to stump for this cause because you're Oprah Winfrey, right? Oprah Winfrey seeks out what she knows is going to be lucrative and what
So she's a
she
business.
knows is going to do something for the masses, but not so much for the community, right? Oprah's going to seek out the new thing, right? She's going to shape it, mold it, produce it, do whatever she got to do for it, then fly, birdie fly after she done made her money. I'm not saying
Mhm.
any of this stuff is bad, but we have never seen Oprah out here stumping for anything.
True.
I
Mm-hmm.
have not. I'm not mad
Well,
at her.
she
I'm just,
did. She
when?
stumped for
Barack
the
Obama.
school, for her school, in her school, the school in Africa. She stumped for that. But that
But that was
once
something,
again,
But that's
but they
something
didn't
that
come,
goes to her.
they didn't
right.
come to her saying, do this. That was something she was convicted to do and she went and did it.
At the end of the day, she is very much a businesswoman. She's going to look out for herself. But I think Monique thought they had a better relationship where she would help her out. Again, I'm just speculating. So I feel like Monique is thinking that they had this relationship where Oprah will help her a little bit more than the average person. And
What
so
so
And I don't even think necessarily in regards to helping her out. I think she
for to
just
be
kind
there.
of, huh, the support, and kind of like, I don't know, because just like she's there with like Gail and making sure Gail is put on, and this and this.
But she
I
said
feel like she
Gail.
probably would have did the same if it. And so that's why I'm thinking that she was looking at, because they said they were friends
Mm.
at one point where they were kind of not a her and like a Gail relationship, but kind of like a bottom, like a some type of relationship where they considered themselves friends.
Mhm.
So she probably was looking for like not a handout, but like
A little
hey,
extra support.
I'm doing this, and so I'm gonna tell you how to get on.
And like I said, I feel like her telling her one thing about who she's adding onto the show and then doing something completely different was just another dagger to the wound of how she's feeling right now.
I didn't. I don't remember that.
I don't either. I
I
didn't
don't
watch
even,
it.
I don't even remember what they were on because I know her show had ended. I believe the Oprah Winfrey show itself had ended by the time Precious came out. So I don't know when those.
Think so?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
don't know
remember.
when those interviews happened. I don't even know if I fully believe that whole story.
I just
But
never watched the Oprah show, so I wouldn't know.
Oprah has, messed up in her journalistic integrity throughout the years on a couple different things where she was actually sued by somebody back in the day. It had something to do with some meat and some cows or something. I can't really remember. This was a while back when she had her show. And then, everybody knows what happened with the cars and stuff when she had the car giveaway and stuff like that. But I've never been I never heard where she alienated a not alienated but used her position to bring family on without someone's knowledge as a journalist. I don't know. I missed that. So I don't know if I just see Oprah as someone who is not hurtful, but she ain't always helpful. It's about the
Right.
bottom line. She goes and she seeks out. At one point, Tyler Perry was on her network doing things. He is no longer on her network doing things. He's over at BET doing all the things,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's that. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't understand the expectation from Oprah. I have never heard anybody say that she uplifted me so much and she was just there. No one has ever done that. I've never heard that from anyone. Not one person.
No.
Oprah get a new book, we doing this. Everybody jump on the book. Oprah come out with her favorite things of the year, we doing that. We do what Oprah want to do, not what we want Oprah to do. I'm sorry. Sorry, Monique. I'm not sorry that your
And
expectations.
and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's her story, Oprah's story, and then there's an in between.
Oprah's story is her money. Oprah ain't saying nothing. She hasn't said anything. She's not going to say anything. She didn't see she I'm sorry, she did say something one time. She said she wasn't going to say anything. She said, and then I got a whole, I can't with Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Mm.
Now, when there's an expectation, I feel like that their expectation went left with him only because he does pride himself on uplifting women. And I think that's how I feel
Um,
about him. I think it's so problematic.
Real quick, because I wanted just to see if Monique's family was on Oprah. They were.
On her show,
Yeah.
okay, so that must have been like one of the last seasons. Cause I know the show had been like over
It was her
something.
mother. Yeah. Her mother and a couple other family members were on there.
No, I believe that she
Again, I
had
don't
them
know
on
what
the
the interview
show.
was actually about, but
I
like I
believe that
said,
she had
like
them on the
that's just
show because that's you can look that up like you just did. I just don't know if it happened the way Monique said it happened.
right. So off of Oprah, Tyler Perry.
I struggle with him.
Wait, a lot.
But the thing is, I definitely believe what Monique is saying because I feel like he does give off that out energy. How she said so.
I'm sorry, what type of energy?
How she said he did everybody out and everybody just
Oh yeah,
scattered.
I believe that.
So
I think he's problematic to women, and
yes,
I
He's definitely
think
problematic to women, black
and,
women.
and I think that
And it
she's
shows in all his shows.
Yes.
right. And now I think that she thought that maybe she would be getting something more from him as far as support than what he could, because he does give that off, right? I love my mama so much. This, that, and the other. Women this, women that. This is why I highlight the women here. Women that.
Hmm.
I ain't with it.
And at the time, correct me if I'm wrong, but he wasn't as popular when Precious came out, or was he?
Mm,
Tyler Perry?
That's what, like when the first few Medeas came out.
No, his plays were phenomenal. Actually, I liked them
No,
better.
no, I'm not saying like his plays. I'm saying like mainstream Hollywood.
like he wasn't doing movies.
Right.
I
He has
can't
Medea
remember the.
stuff. He had a couple Medea movies.
Did he when Precious came out?
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
he didn't do. I think he had that at least in Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
So again, he was getting like his major break too. So
So
he probably
I remember when Precious came out. Didn't we all go see it together? We were in Virginia,
You went to the movies to see
yeah.
it.
right? So that had to be what 08,
Had to be like
09,
2000. I would say that had to be like 2008, 2009.
2008, 2009. I think Tyler Perry had a movie or two out before then. Maybe he did.
I
When did
can't
Diary of a Mad
remember.
Black Woman come out? But anyway, I struggled with him and women anyway, so I didn't put any of this past him at all.
Okay. Precious came out in 2009,
Hmm.
and Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Oh, okay. 2005.
Yeah,
So he was on um not Diary of a Black. What's the one that came after that?
I can do bad all by myself.
No.
No, that's Taraji, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with
He had
the one with the two sisters. You let him rape me. Oh,
Oh,
family reunion.
family. Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah. I
family
was about to
reunion.
say, or the family praise.
that was one of my
Yeah.
favorite ones. And then
So
he had
okay. So it was Diary of a Mad Black Woman was out. Medea's Family Reunion was out. Why Did I Get Married was out. Family That Prays was out. I Can Do That All by Myself was out. Daddy's Little Girls.
that little
Meet
girl.
the
That was
Brown. So
one.
okay, he was very established when Precious. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I just didn't know if like like that was like his first start. Because then I was gonna say maybe she thought she was helping him out, like do this for me, and that's where I was going with that. That's why I asked.
and the
But
fact that this all started, I like how she broke down how it all started. Like she met her contractual obligations in the United States, and up until that point, they were asking her to go overseas. They added that on to go overseas to get word out in the movie and make these
be
appearances, but they
promoted.
didn't want to pay her to do that. It was outside of that contract, and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
in the contract. She said, "Okay, redo the contract, or and pay me or whatever, then I'll go." But they didn't do that, and so this is how we got here. This is how we got to this part of the interview. And that's crazy.
Especially like, and how she made it seem like they were all friends. So like, as a friend, maybe you expected this favor out of me, but at the same time, as a friend, respect me more to know that I want my money.
Hmm. Yeah, and just back on Oprah for 2 seconds. So, I think they were on the Today Show for the Color Purple, this latest one, right? The musical,
Watched it.
right? And they were interviewing Oprah Fantasia,
Taraji.
Danielle. Please help me with her last name. Danielle Brooks.
I don't know.
I would
Yeah, I
say
don't
I
know her
think it's
name.
I
Brooks.
need to get it right because first of all, we need for her to win these
Yeah,
Golden Globes and these Oscars, because she was awesome. And it was one other person they were saying about Oprah. So they asked Oprah about, what Taraji was talking about
Mm-hmm.
the cars, about this, that, and the other. And Oprah was trying to explain. Fantasia interrupts and says, and just tried to make it a happy occasion. Like, we're all just happy to be doing this and this and the
Mm-hmm.
other. Daniel Brooks was over there, was like, I was just happy to be here. I didn't need a car. This is just That's what they were saying. And it was like, and they were standing around, and I'm like, ooh, why are they letting Oprah talk? Why are they saying they're okay when were they okay? Or were they, you know what I mean? Was Taraji on to something? Or was she asking for too much and everybody was okay? I'm not sure. It was just an odd interview for me. A very
it
odd
was
interview.
very odd. Um,
I I personally feel like for that instance, like we said, Oprah is very powerful, and I feel like those that have never met Oprah, they just kind of get very um what's the word,
Intimidated?
that, and they get like starstruck around her
Okay.
because Oprah is like, that bitch. So maybe I feel like they probably did get like a little freeze up moment if nothing was okay and they didn't want to say anything to further jeopardize them.
Okay. I could fit that, but they didn't ask them. They were talking to Oprah, but they interjected. But okay.
But no,
I'll
but that's
listen.
what I'm saying. Like they're asking her, but they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh no, like let's defend her because if we defend her, she'll look out for us."
Right. So they don't want to mess up their coin in later
Yeah,
opportunities
yeah,
where Taraji may have put herself in a position like Monique.
right.
And
exactly.
yeah, and that's what
And that's
Monique was
why
talking about.
Taraji is
That's what
crying
Monique was
everywhere,
talking about.
and that's why Taraji's now crying everywhere because like she kind of realizes, oh shit, did I put my position to be blackballed like Monique got blackballed? But again, at the same time, I feel like Taraji has way more respect from not just the black community, but like everybody.
As an
To where,
actress, period. Yeah.
yeah, they're not gonna do her like they did Monique.
I don't believe so because her only gripe, honestly, not only, but her biggest gripe was the pay disparity,
Right.
and how she is not earning like she could earn like other Hollywood actresses.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they're not gonna do her like they did Monique, because
Right.
But
Monique
it,
went in depth with everything. Taraji's like, listen, I just wanted to get paid, like
Right.
how I wanted to get paid. Other than
Right.
that, I'm good. Like she didn't go into like full details about anything else.
Right.
but I also think I always I reflect on it, everything that's been happening with Monique, Taraji, and then thinking about like some of the other black actresses that had been speaking out, and it's always, there's the same story, the same kind of dynamic that's gone on for years, for decades, where it's always kind of like a color. First it started out with colorism, right,
Mhm.
where the darker skinned women, you're never taken seriously. You keep your comments, you keep your thoughts, whatnot, to yourself. And if there's a gripe, then the lighter skinned women kind of are the forefront. So, say for instance, we go back to civil rights era, where we learned about Rosa Parks, right? She presented for us that the staple of the woman who kind of started the whole thing, not knowing that there was actually somebody else who started it. It's just that she didn't present well.
Mhm.
She was a young teenage mom who was
Dark skin,
um, darker skinned than Rosa Parks,
not conventionally
not
pretty.
married. And so they said that that's not how they wanted the picture to look when they used
They
whoever.
didn't want her to represent that movement.
Right,
Mm.
Okay.
right. And so looking at it with Monique, right? Monique has been saying things for years about how there's been pay um, disparities, and there's the way they're treated in Hollywood, how black actresses and black actors are treated, how they're hypersexualized. Um, but everybody kind of told Monique to shut up. They ignored her. She wasn't speaking her truth. She's a dark, black, big girl just wanting attention. And even though Taraji is kind of she's brown skinned, but she's looked at as the girl next door, because we
Mm.
all know how, we watched Taraji kind of start out. So everybody knows Taraji. She's more mild mannered, laid back, and she's become the staple of now the black pay disparities, and black pay, black how black women, black actors are treated in Hollywood,
Mhm.
where they've been talking about this for years. It was ignored.
Monique said, yeah, it was just the messenger, how it was packaged up.
Right.
It's unfortunate. And I'm going to sidestep and we'll come back. So you were talking about Rosa Parks being like for the front of the movement when initially it was someone else, but that they wanted someone else to kind of represent that movement who had the qualities or the characteristics of whatever they were looking for. I guess to be digestible to the white folks and to the black
Mm-hmm.
folks, right? And that include a certain skin color, her being married and stuff like that. You all been watching any trailers about the movie American Fiction?
I seen it advertised, but I haven't watched it.
Okay.
No.
Alexis and I watched the movie last week. So I was hyped about it, right? I'm gonna try not to give any spoilers because it was a good movie. I think every black person should
What is
watch
it
it.
on?
Was in the theaters right now. Actually paid $20 to watch it on Prime.
Okay.
I mean, it's about the same. If two people go to the theater, I'm gonna spend that anyway. So,
Mm-hmm.
and we can still watch it again. I think I got it for a little bit, but we watched it last week, and the trailer to me made me angry because do you remember who they showed in the trailer
I didn't even see the trailer. I don't even know what it's
It's a light skinned guy, correct?
and who else? What female?
Uh, oh, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave it right there. And go look at the movie and see who's in the damn movie,
I know Issa Rae is.
huh?
Issa. I know Issa Rae is.
Issa Rae and Erica Alexander, who
I
has
love them too.
exactly, and her part is way bigger than Tracy Ellis Ross.
Mm.
It pissed me
So
off.
what's the premise of this movie?
So
'Cause I
it's,
didn't
it's
see the
based off
trailer.
the it's
So,
based off the book. It's based off the book called Erasure that came out. I want to say back in 2011. It's about an
okay.
author. I never read the book. I'm just going off the movie. It's about an author a black author who basically he produces these types of books, a certain type of book, but they're not really gaining the notoriety or the earning the money that they need to earn, or that he think they should earn, or that his editor think they should
Okay.
earn, right? Or editor and also agent, the literary agent, right?
Okay.
Now I'm following the movie, not the book. So um his issue is now we got another person who wrote this book, a black person wrote this book, right? And it's trash. And it's showing stereotypical type of black people in this book, and the white people are eating this shit up and she's making her money, right? So what he did was he wrote a book being mad about it, one of those little urban joints that you be reading, right?
Mhm.
Wrote the book, gave it to his literary agent, passed it on, right? White folks ate it up. It's a bestseller, been optioned for a movie and all that, but they have no idea that it's this that same guy. Now there's other people in the movie because there's a lot of other things going on. We talk. There's dementia going on. There's drug addiction going on. There's death, grief and stuff like that going on in the movie. But that was the premise of the movie. But what pissed me off was there, and I love Tracy Ellis Ross. Ross, by the way, I just want to
Mm-hmm.
put that out there. Love her.
Do
But it
too.
plays into the fact of the colorism.
Right. Or because we know her, right?
Right.
But we knew Erica Alexander before we knew Tracy Ellis Ross.
You're right.
But she's, but more, the masses know Tracy Ellis Ross more than,
Right.
yeah.
So it's saying to me like, oh, you gonna put the light skin joint on there to promote this movie and its trailer. You got me thinking this is what's going down. I ain't gonna even tell you the movie.
Now I'm gonna watch it.
Same.
Me and Lex was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, I see what they did. And I get that Erica Alexander is not this huge star, so she wouldn't bring the draw as a Tracy Ellis Ross would. And that's bringing me to my other point. I'm gonna bring it back after I sidestep. So let me play devil's advocate if I could, because this is
Mm-hmm.
also what I'm hearing about this pay disparities as far as Taraji's movies are concerned. If your money's not bringing in the revenue, why do you think you should get paid more? Proud Mary, good movie, did nothing at the box office. Her
Yeah.
biggest box office hit was
It
Benjamin
was
Button.
Benjamin Buttons. And she didn't get paid for that.
Right, $150,000. I
Yep.
think. I just threw that. I think I threw that
Yeah, it
number
was
out.
about that. Why
Right, and
everybody else got
she had an
millions.
Oscar. She had an Oscar nomination for that.
Yeah.
Right, but all the other movies that she's done, which we all watched them, Hidden. What's that?
Hidden
Hidden
Figures,
I love that
which is
movie,
on
but I
Disney Plus.
right. So I
hmm
think that might have been a good draw, right? But the rest of her movies have not.
And I think that was one of
So who's
Monique's,
paying you?
and I think that's what one of Monique's points were. Like after she won the Grammy for Precious, her money would have been skyrocketed. But the fact that they just went ahead and did what they did, that's when she went into I lost so
Right,
much.
because the roles start to come in once you get that
Right.
Oscar. The roles come in, but she got
Well,
no
I've heard
roles.
other people say where they have gotten Oscars, the roles don't come in.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, so that also plays in the part of once you get to a certain point, are you kind of also blackballed of we can't have you as high as some of these other white folks because we need to keep you like right here,
Right.
um, stuck.
Hmm?
Which, sidestepping, it kind of brings me into. Did you guys watch or listen to Jay Z's speech?
No.
Yes.
Okay, part of his speech kind of goes along with what we just said right now.
Hmm. The mediocrity of Taylor Swift.
But he didn't target her, but
No, but that's that has been like the
but basically, some
basic.
like in the categories, some of you are gonna get robbed. Some of you feel like you would or have gotten robbed, and some of you don't even belong in the category. That falls into the same breath as you winning all these awards, and you're not getting nothing, or someone else being nominated for the same thing as you. That movie did nothing, but yet you're getting way more opportunities than the person that actually won and actually deserved it.
So here's my take on Taylor Swift and her getting all these. Was it the record
Accolades.
artist of the year or some shit, right? And all the Grammys. So first of all, it's about timing, right? And it's about production. The more you produce, the more you're gonna be seen, the more you'll probably win, right? This chick is just producing music after this, after this, after this, after this, right? And she just keeps coming with it. And then when she's winning these albums of the years or artists of the year, who else are in these categories? She ain't playing. There ain't nobody else out here to play against. So of course you're gonna
Well,
win.
well, they did say a while ago that there is like a who was a Candy Burris did like a interview saying that there is like a little secret committee
Hmm.
that controls all like who does the picking. So everybody kind of like sends in their nominations, but then they as the committee look at the nominations and just go based off of like popularity. It's just a popularity
Yeah.
contest. And,
And if you're
and like
and if you're producing more, it goes back to how much airtime you're getting on the radio. That's all controlled by the record companies.
Yeah.
Like I hop in my mother's car because I don't listen to the radio, but my mom does. I hop into my mother's car. Every time I get into the car, I hear this one song by I can't remember who it is, but it's on every hour on the hour.
mm-hmm.
That's because those record companies pay these radio stations to do this, right? And Taylor Swift, she is just cranking out albums faster than everybody else. She just is. So I don't know what to say about her having this piece of thing in her hand, right? I don't know. With her and Beyonce wasn't even up for anything this year.
She wasn't.
Based off of what? And can we go back and look at the other years where she was up against, somebody who she might have actually had to compete that year? I don't think Taylor Swift have had any competition in the years that she won these awards.
No.
Let's just look at the damn data, or we
And
just
the
race off
sad
and say
part
that.
is the competition that she has had were most likely only being played on select radios.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, I
Yeah.
said when we talk about Taylor Swift winning all these awards, we just gotta look at the data here. And I don't
Yeah.
think there's no slight on Beyonce because we know the queen is the fucking queen, right? She got the beehive and we got the Swifties over here. I ain't crossing over, never will, right? We will kill over here.
Period. Period.
Okay.
You said what now? Right? So I don't think there's any like I don't know what Jay-Z said, but like, come on, bro, we love your wife.
It was a really he had a good speech, but it was funny because you could tell Blue Ivy was just like, "All right, bro, like wrap it up, like come on."
Right. Like, what are you doing? Like, she ain't had to cut.
But
But also, it goes back to Jay Z said saying all this stuff, and this is something that Kanye has has said a long time ago, that a lot of you artists are mediocre and don't deserve to be on
but
this
yet
platform.
again, he got criticized for it. But everybody was clapping for Jay Z, like, "Oh my God, yes, he's amazing, the best thing ever." And he kept
But
saying,
Kanye
"Stop
just
clapping
can't
for
walk up on
everything."
a stage while somebody's getting an award. It was
You
fucking rude.
he said what he said. You
He
don't
did,
deserve it.
but
I'm not mad at the sentiment. You just can't walk on the stage and do that.
I would say his delivery was just very off.
Yes. We can. I can't hear you if you're hollering at me. Same concept. Like I can't hear
It's
you when you're
true.
doing something dumb, Kanye. So like I just
So,
and
but
then I'm
that
gonna tell you something else about Beyonce's music here lately, and I'm just gonna put it out there. Every time she come out with, yup, I'm saying it because that's my homie. Every time lately she's putting out something, she's challenging something, she's doing something different, right? And people
Mm-hmm.
are like, because we
mm,
really was looking at.
Just hold on.
hey,
Hey,
I like that. That's a bop.
hey. And I am not a
And
Beyonce
I'm
or
trying to find a
Beehiver,
line dance to learn
but
it.
I was like, you know what? I might have to do a.
Texas Hold'em.
But she's pushing the envelope, right?
She
She's pushing
is.
it, pushing it. So now, but you're gonna lose some people. You're gonna get some skeptics. You're gonna get some more. You're gonna get some more people who love you. It's when Taylor just sticks with the.
Because that's all she got. But anyway, that
She
goes.
first of all, the bitch is talented and smart. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Taylor Swift. She write her own music. She play her own damn music, and she own
Yeah,
her shit. I ain't mad at. How can you be mad at that?
I'm not
yeah.
mad if it's not a Swifty.
Me neither. I know two of her songs. The rest of them, I don't know what they are.
No.
I don't know any.
And she's just annoying to me because I feel like she just sings about the same thing over and over.
I
But
don't know what she's singing. I don't
um
care. But
but all of that goes back to, it's like full circle back to Monique and how she's been feeling and dealing with everything lately. So like I get why she's frustrated.
yeah,
But the one last person I did want to talk about in her whole interview was D.L. Hughley.
He's somebody I never thought was funny.
I didn't either.
I was just sitting there like, well,
And after a lot of the information was shared, because
actually,
I
wait,
knew
D.L.
a lot of
Hughley
it.
and
Mm.
Kevin Hart, because she brought both of them up.
I,
I'm struggling with the Kevin Hart one because I feel like Kevin Hart might have been sincere, but he's owned by somebody. He can only do so much.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So Kevin Hart. When people have all these movies that come out back to back to back, you're in contract with that damn with that movie
Like
company.
Netflix and Adam Sandler, he had a contract for like 20 movies.
right. So you can't just be out here talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna do something with Monique. Who you got to answer to some people now
And
where
they're
he
like,
was.
no, you're not. So,
So you're right, and so where he went wrong is by just not responding to her.
and not knowing what he was doing before he opened up his mouth.
Facts. But Kevin Hart ain't dumb either. He
No.
had to know. Maybe he thought he was gonna try something, or maybe he didn't think Monique was gonna call him on it. Cause
Or
sometimes you
he
just be
probably
saying
really
stuff, and
thought
then
he
when a
could,
nigga call in that favor, you like, oh damn.
damn. Or he probably did think, okay, I do have a contract. I do have to do these movies. Like, guys, can we get Monique into this movie? And they probably, like, that's probably was his thought process. And then when they heard, and they were probably like, oh, yeah, 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 who's the person in the movie? He
Mm-hmm.
says Monique. Now all of a sudden, mm, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah, I don't know. I just and then DL, I don't know. Um,
Because I heard what she said about him in the club Shay Shay. Then I saw what DL had to say. And then I saw what Monique and Daddy had to say after that. So
did
I
you
was
hear?
like,
Did you hear the son?
and did you see the
I didn't
screenshots
hear
from
the
her?
son.
Huh?
And then did you see the screenshots that she put up? And I'm like,
And he
see,
responded back to it.
I didn't see
I,
his on back.
I don't like the whole social media kind of aspect of putting your stuff out there. But I also understand that people do it just so they can show receipts.
Right.
Um,
Well,
I don't.
what I didn't like about DL's response was, first of all, you could have just kept it to what she said about the one segment
Right.
Yeah,
that she felt
and the name calling
Like he went
was
very left,
right.
which
And then
kind of
he
makes
brings
me think
up,
she was right.
the relationship with her son, and I'm thinking, well, why did you just bring it up? She just clearly said it wasn't good. What was that? It's not like she said it like, oh, we got a great relationship. She said it wasn't a good relationship. Why are you bringing that up? I don't like D.L. Hughley. Um, and then the son has something to say.
But again, we already
I'm
know she don't got a good relationship with you, so what are you even talking for?
the son.
Yeah.
I'm struggling why he brought it up because he says she's making the narrative about the narrative. No, she literally said,
we don't have
"I
a good relationship.
we're not close." I'm leaving it up to the universe. She kept harping on the universe, trying to be funny. Um, I'm leaving it up to the universe to repair it or not. That's what she said. So what you got? She never said anything about
No.
she said she was a fucked up mother to
And she
him.
said now that she has these new kids, she can redo it. But
Well, not so much that he just got the hustle part of mom,
right.
and
And
sometimes
then DL
unfortunately that's what
saying, well,
happens.
I was a daddy, I did it. Okay, that's great, that's on you. But we're two different people at the same time.
Yeah, everybody don't do it, and everybody kids don't respond to hustling the same way
Also,
either.
it's different from a dynamic from a black man and a black woman.
Yeah, and it's also
So it's
different
going
from
to look
child
different.
it's also different from child to child in their resiliency.
Right.
Some kid would be like, shit, yeah, my mom hustled. She wasn't around much, but I got that. She made me this. I'm that because of that. We're
Man, we
close
had a
because
great
of that.
life.
Yeah, but then some kids would be like, no, she wasn't there. Emotionally, she wasn't there. It just depends on the child also.
Right.
So like, I don't know. I don't get why either one of them. That's the only thing I don't like about these interviews is the back, the all
The
the
back
Back
extra
end
and
of it.
stuff.
forth.
Yeah, like we just can't let it be what it's gonna be. However, she opened up a lot of those doors, and it is the day of social media, so you have to expect that somebody's gonna come back and say something.
And say
And she
something.
did keep telling us, look up shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. But I liked a lot. She did drop some gems. I do like her outlook on wait a minute, hold on, before I get to her outlook on marriage. What do y'all feel about the little high school situation she had when the friend told her about the dude wasn't the kid's father, and she was
And she
like, "You
told
need
him
to tell
anyway.
her." Yeah, like I don't know, Monique. I don't
Um,
know. That was ugh. I was leaving that alone. What y'all? What
I
was
feel
y'all done?
like
Same.
it depends on who I'm closer to.
You gonna tell it?
If I'm okay,
Thanks.
so say Amber, you telling me something about Sharon, but me and Amber are only like accomplices. And she's saying something that's really gonna like be detrimental to you, but you're my girl. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So if that was the case, if old girl was just an accomplice, but that's my boy, hey, that ain't your kid, bro.
But no, but that's just it. The relationships were just different. That was her girl,
No, no, she did say they were just cool,
but
and
she
she
ain't
was
know that
cool with
dude
the
like that
guy.
either.
No, she did say she was cool with both of them, and I just felt. I mean, if she's just cool with both, yes, stay out of it. But if I got a way closer relationship to the guy or whoever, yeah, I'm gonna tell.
I don't know, Alex. I don't think that. I don't think
It
that.
depend. I think it depends on who it is.
Yeah.
I think in that particular instance, though, I think she was wrong for running her
Or
mouth.
I just might be like, you just need to have a talk with them. That's something you need to do. And I
Basically, she just said she's a
and I'll be
snitch
there
because
to
she said
make
she
sure
would
you
do it
have that talk.
again. She said she would do this again in other situations. She's a snitch.
I mean, snitching not bad though.
What?
Snitching is not always bad.
No, snitch is not always bad when someone's in danger.
Maybe they was in danger.
Oh,
He was in
only
danger about to pay child support for a kid that ain't his.
happens every day, B.
It do, but if somebody can
Just say pay for it till it look like you. Happen every day out here. You better get that DNA. That's on him. You better get the DNA. You just out here believing bitches. Get the DNA. Get the data. That's what it's for.
Not the Dana.
get
Not the Dana.
the data.
And that's my thing is like my thing is Dame Monique is a whole maybe not in the 90s when this happened, but they definitely dudes going downtown saying no, ain't a blood test, knowing full hell
Right, right,
well.
right.
Yeah, they asking for blood tests. I have nothing to say. There's nothing for me to say.
Something ain't math. The math ain't mathing.
I know dudes be getting blood tests and they know it's their kid. They getting it just in case.
True.
I feel like it should be mandatory to get a DNA test.
Maybe I don't know. I just think she was wrong, but I don't know. And her
But
marriage, her outtake on
okay,
marriage and
let's
relationship.
get her outtake on Daddy and her marriage.
Daddy.
On
Mm-mm.
Daddy.
I kind of liked it. I like the references she has for her
I
husband.
did too. And I like what she said. I like what she said about Tiffany Ash.
Yo, said she.
I
She said, "Baby, you
mean,
would be a whole pedophile."
Baby,
I
you would have two.
mean,
But she said an alleged pedophile sister and have two DUIs.
She
My
said
beautiful
maybe.
DUIs.
She
sister.
said
I
maybe.
was
She
like,
said if you had a husband like mine, you wouldn't have two DUIs, and you wouldn't have yourself in a
but then
position.
it
I was
ended
like,
off
ooh,
with my beautiful sister. Girl,
You gotta
listen.
affirm. You gotta affirm after you tell them all. You gotta affirm.
No, but I mean, but why wouldn't she be her beautiful sister? Because she's telling facts. It's not like she was saying
Yeah.
it's
it was
nothing.
just funny because
Nothing
I
she
was
said
like,
was
ma'am,
wrong. She
you
wasn't hating on Tiffany Haddish. She was just saying, sis, no. Maybe if
Get your
you
shit
had,
together.
maybe if you had a nigga in your corner like me, then all this wouldn't be happening.
they said you had common.
And
Looking
and
at her, she been going cracking out on that.
let me tell you something. She started it.
She
Tiffany
did.
had it started. She had Monique's name in her mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what she get.
But they've all started it, and Monique and Cat Williams came to finish.
On period. So I don't know. I like how the reference she has for her husband, and like if a dude leading, and let him lead, right? And the fact that
Yeah.
they go way back. What is so funny?
And I like when she said, "Oh, I'm a hoe." He said, "Oh no, baby, you're not a hoe. You just had some friendly pussy."
I hollered. I hollered with the friendly pussy.
I was like, "Oh,
You
period."
about to use that? You about
Oh
to use
no,
that?
yes. I was like, but here's the thing. I always say that I don't like the word hoe.
I don't either.
I don't
I'm
like.
like,
I, I
what's
always say this. I said if they under the age of 18, they're misguided. They're misguided, and I feel like if they're over the age of 18 and still behaving like that, either they're very comfortable with their sexuality and they
Pretty
feel safe
much.
enough to go
I,
out here
I
and
say it's
get it
sexually
in,
liberated.
right?
There
Or
you go.
they were misguided and never got the help they need to be the woman that they could be, right? But I'm not sitting here going to call no woman a hoe because
And I
they,
don't even say that they're misguided. Some people just like sex.
no,
I said sexually liberated.
I said under the age of 18. What I mean by misguided, a lot of times, like if you worked in the schools, some of these
Mm-hmm.
girls don't even know they can say no.
True. True.
They
True.
think that they have to do this when they're involved with a boy, and some of them think that oral sex is not sex, right? And they are here doing things that they don't have to do, and they don't have the guidance to say, you know what? No, I don't want that. I don't need to do that. That's what I mean by misguided. Now, if they grew up into their sexuality and be like, I like all the dick, bring it on, then so have it. As long as you're safe,
Not all of it.
I'll bring all the dick. But I don't like calling women hoes or thoughts or nothing like that. I just don't like that. I struggle. But I mean, there are
But
some instances. There are some instances when you just a
I
hoe.
do like I do like how she talked about their or her ideology of the marriage and how their marriage coexists so I guess harmoniously. I don't know.
No, she when they
But I
talk
did
about
like
intimacy,
mhm.
how the pillow talk and them talking to each other, and how she got on Shaq too, because Shannon brought this one in. How Shaq said he couldn't talk to a woman like that and tell him everything
Mm-hmm.
because they might use that against him, right? So then she was like, well, who else you supposed to talk to? That's who you're supposed to talk to.
And
That's
then he got on
intimacy.
Shannon and told him to
I mean,
Because
was
I'm
she
sick of
wrong
get
or
him.
is she
together.
I'm sick of him. Hey, that's another topic for a whole nother day. Because I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
believe.
right?
Because I love Shannon Sharp, but I'm starting to really believe now. I know why he's not married.
I think I have our conversation for our next podcast, but we'll
Right.
talk about it at the after party.
Yeah, I definitely I struggle with him a bit. Now that I'm seeing him on Club Shay Shay, and then he's on Nightcap with Ocho Cinco, and they like the last 15, like 10 to 15 minutes they talk about relationship stuff, and I'm looking
Ooh.
at him like you what's coming out of your mouth don't look like what you present. So I'm struggling with him because I really love him. It's a lot of man.
All right, ladies.
All right.
What y'all getting ready to do?
This was a good.
Eat.
This is a long one.
Oh yes, well, it was a long time coming. We hadn't seen each other in the
Yeah.
lounge in weeks.
No, we had what hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
We're at an hour and a half, and that's fine. Y'all just I'll be getting my editing on here real soon. We got some more topics to come up. We know we got to talk
Yeah.
about these generational curses and
Oh yeah.
mental parenting, and there's a lot to talk about. And maybe we'll see each other because we're doing this every couple weeks now. Maybe we'll see each other in a couple
Yeah,
weeks to
every
round
2
out.
weeks.
We'll try to get this in before the end of Black History Month. We will if we're not going to make it if we wait 2 weeks from now. Black History Month is next Thursday. So
Yeah.
we'll do a BHM recap in March. What we
Mm-hmm.
do and how, kind of just, what we got out of this month. It kind of
And
blew by.
Black History don't have to be just to February. We can celebrate it all
Well,
year
no,
round.
no. And so we should. And
We should.
I think maybe that's why we didn't get it as hype this year. Cause I'm feeling blackity black all year round.
Period.
Yes. Okay, we'll get out of here, and I'm gonna meet y'all over here in the lounge. I'm a little hungry.
Me too.
All right. See y'all soon.
All right.
Peace.